For me! It's for me! I guess I'm muted. I was saying I was in a rush today. I woke up late, so yeah. Let's get Temple Garden, probably. What am I up against? Like, probably, it's probably just Breach. Himesi, Hikav, Hitoe. Deck. I'll update the decks. Same deck we were playing yesterday. Guess I don't even need to update it. I think I just need to, like, have the... It's a list that qualified someone in the USRC. We didn't change too much. We changed, like, one main deck card. Alright, Mox, Emery, pretty solid. Mox, Emery, Saga, okay. Scary stuff. Alright, well, I don't think it makes sense to go after anything but Emery. May get Foundry. White, red, blue. And hope we don't die. Grinding Station feels way more scary. What? He doesn't have red mana. And there's an Emery in play. Seems awful. You know they can sack the Grinding Station and it just goes to the graveyard, right? Yeah, I mean, if they go Land Breach, I lose. If I kill the Grinding Station, I also lose to Land Breach, actually, I think. Am I missing something, or...? Well, like, if you're killing Station there... I'm not sure... I don't die anyways, because, like, they sag the Station to itself, they have 3 more cards in the yard. Land, fetch, breach... Replay Station, so yeah, it's just, like, lethal anyways, I think. Alright, I guess I just play Omnath and hope for the best. My other option is killing a Grinding Station, but that still doesn't save me. Yeah, I'm assuming there's nothing I can do here. Just pray. White, red, green, blue. Could get basic planes, I guess. White, red, green, blue. Alright, I need to dodge Breach top deck for, like, free draw steps. I mean, the Lantern, they can get another cantrip. And even then, I don't have great interaction. Got myself some XDD and some toast. Sorry. Time to have lunch before the... Oh, they're going for a token. Interesting. They're not in a rush, I guess. No. My eggs are cold. Oh, I'm going to mute for a second while I eat. Hey, Big Exile, thanks for the raid. Welcome, everyone. So, hope you had a good stream. We're in game 1 of our Modern Prelim. think I can do some pretty cool stuff here. Thing is, they can mail themselves, and then they can find Breach, turn Breach, and maybe pop off, but either way. Risen Reef plus Titania is going to be a lot of cards. Maybe I can find something relevant. Solitude. Not the absolute worst, I guess. Omnath trigger. Get Forest, why not? Play Titania, is gonna do Risen Reef triggers. Get back a fetch land. Nah, if I was hoping for like endurance here, or let's fetch that now. These are also elementals, so I get more Risen Reef triggers. Oh, Rav Disguise. Oh no, did I sag the wrong land? Did I have a white dual land left in my deck? I did not have a white dual land left. Yeah, I mean, killing the grinding station is something, right, at this point? I believe. So that means they need 2 more mana to go off with Breach and more cards in the yard. Okay, no Breach, that's nice. Now what? Get Solitude a token. I don't think I care though. I think I'm just... If I untap, I think I probably win. So let's save Solitude for like an Emery or a Cameo. That would maybe make their mock step for mana. Okay, if they find Breach now, they might have... They found Breach. So that might just be good enough. Because how many mocks do they have in the yards? I have 1 Mox Opal. Yeah, I can just loop Mox Opal. That's probably game. Man, so close. If I had literally... Maybe I fetched wrong. What happened is I probably fetched wrong at some point. And then on that last turn, I didn't have a white on-tap fetch I could get to Rav Disguise. It's not the first time it happens to me either. It's like kind of like corner case, but it's something you should keep in mind. Save the proper on-tap fetch lands. You saying that was at the... You think? Yeah, maybe... I don't know. They need 3 artifacts for Mox Amber and Mox Opal to make mana, right? I don't know. I feel like it would have been not trivial, but maybe they had the 9 cards to do like Mox Amber, Mox Opal, double. I do have 1 Endurance in my deck and have 1 redraw for Risen Reef. I guess I should have done it earlier, maybe. Well, now Endurance doesn't work anymore, right? This Breach down on Grape Shot. Oh yeah, I did do... The stock list has like Bold Grape Shot and... What I should have done is probably like Solitude right away. And try and hit the 1-off Endurance. No! Oh, I guess... On a Solitude to me, but I guess that's so much mana anyways. Yeah. I feel like they would have not had enough to go off, but I could be wrong. Given how short they are now, even. Oh, it's Chase. It's not an endurance. Alright, what did we do yesterday? These cards. And then I was thinking I'd board out just the expensive stuff. Endings and solitudes. Solitudes, Titania, Omnath, ending. Then eating, I had eggs and toast, and then I had a salad with a bunch of stuff. I think this is good. Just like the cheap cards, ending's not super efficient because it's sorcery speed and it's all clunky against MTGO. Trim some of the top end. Could keep all the Omnaths. The pitch to Force and Solitude. I like my eggs. I do Sunny Side Up, yeah. I like the yolk, like runny and stuff. Alright, I can go Wrenn, I can go Harbor to ramp, but I'm not really ramping into much right now. Oh, I've been Sunny Side Up recently, or it's Wrenn. Yeah, I mean, with Stowe's Stride, it's nice. Not well done, but don't want it liquid either. Just a bit of, yeah. They have turn on Emery. Turn on Emery is going to be annoying. I guess they have Emery, I have Wrenn and Six. Good beats. Okay. Yeah, I should have gone Temple Garden. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of screwed. They can just flip to Mio right away. I mean, they just have the nuts. What can you do? Ending would have been nice. Solitude would have been. I didn't even have the white cards really. We won that matchup yesterday in the league. Opponent didn't draw as well, though. I mean, turn on Emery to me is the dream, and especially in the sideboard games. Whole tilting, but what can you do? Since the bot is often not working as intended, can you disable it and save $5 a month and add another free bot we use in Bobby's Discord? Which one's not using very well? Which one's not working? Which bot do I spend money on that's not working well? I don't think I pay for it, Dino. I pay for some of the stuff, but I don't think Dino I pay for. But yeah, if you tell me, I'll add a different one. Maybe free Force of Vigor, free Boseiju is too many. Force of Vigor is like kind of high variance, I guess. I could get Oof, but they even have like Tamiya Grape Shot to kill it, so it doesn't even do much. That is shocking something. I'll probably have Unholy Heat for my Oof. They have Sorcery, Land, Artifact. They only have 3 types. So I can get Oof, probably gonna die. Then I can ping Tamiyo. Keeps them busy. Or I can wait to Green Sun for like a Risen Reef. At least cantrip. Feel like I probably have to take a chance. Just get Oof. And hope I draw into Live a Turn Endurance. I don't think so. Sorcery Speed Endurance doesn't sound that great. Ping that, so that at least if they get back Grape Shot, they're not just keeping their Tamiya around. Holy Heat, I mean, it's something. It means they're not killing my Wrenn. Maybe I gotta respect the creatures more in this matchup, especially post board. Just can't board out the endings. Especially on the play, they're still fine, right? You get Tamiyo for 1/1, and then Emery, unless they have it on turn 1, which I guess they did this game, but they played on their turn 2, you can get it on your third turn. Yeah, maybe free Boseiju and Oof and free Rab Disguise. But the Rab Disguise are all slow. Right, just killing it was a grape shot at this point. Just cast a bunch of rumbles. That was a beating. Yeah, I mean, turn on Emery Tamiyo, what can you do? Turn on Emery Tamiyo, and I had like not at all the cards that were good against Emery Tamiyo turn on. My hand was fine. My opening hand was like Wrenn, Green Sun, Venus, Force of Vigor, fetch lands. One thing I was thinking this deck wanted, the way the games play out is I think you kind of just want 4 discharge. I wonder if like discharge not better than Solitude. And that hand's fine. Like that hand would be like so unexciting before the Surveil lands. So I want to get a white red Surveil land. I don't have blue green. No, I don't want a white red. I want blue red. Now white green. White green into blue reds. Alright, let's do that one first. 25th place deck is cool. Golgari Demons. Add the Speed Demon. Bloodghast Lily. Siege Rhino, Annex, Tactics. Locus Spray, go for the throat. Oh, I was expecting. It doesn't seem like the synergies are even that great. What's your Bloodghast synergy? Just Lily? And then it cruise that, I guess, which is okay. I don't get it. That looks like just poorly built. Demons, yeah, only has Annex. Alright, why do we say white, green, blue, reds? A discharge, no thank you. What about a third land? Or Wrenn and Six. I didn't say no to all Wrenn and Six here. Should I worry about Blood Moon? I guess I don't have basic Islands. Yeah, let's just do that. That's enchantment. One momentum breaker. Also gains a bit of life, I guess. I'm not sure how often that's going to be relevant, but... They took Solitude over Risen Reef for Omnath? Interesting. Did not expect that. They're all in on that Flage. You can look at the rest of the list after. Oh, Liz arranged my watch, but I need Icy Wolf's expertise. Green Sun Zenith. I mean, I need a force land, right? I'm gonna get 2 looks out of force land. I'll just graveyard it, but I think keeping it's probably like not the worst. Looks like I got rewarded. Mengu. Exiled raid. Mengu raid. Oh, good thing I mailed that. Thank you so much, Mengu. Hope you had a good one. Yeah, so how tight are these watches supposed to be? Because she already removed 2 of the things. Oh, that's why I didn't care about Risen Reef. Or Omnath. So she removed 2 of the things? Not a Risen Reef. And there's nothing I can do besides cast more Risen Reefs. Mengu says you're trick people, 85 play NG, and what? Playing Elementals? Oh, because I 5-0'd the league yesterday? Why, did Mengu get paired against that deck a lot? Kenzo, thank you so much for the 38 months. Welcome back. Should be either between the bones and the palm or just above the bones. Should be either between the bones and the palm or just above. Well, the way... I don't know if I should remove one more because, like, basically it's like it moves... I feel like it moves too much still, but maybe that's just the way you're supposed to... But I can barely bend my wrist. But Liz says if I do it, if she removes one more, it's going to be too tight. Yeah, it moves too much right now. And then how are you supposed to wear it? Like in between the bones? Like here all the way up? Or just below the... Alright, well. Alright, well, at any rate, it sounds like she needs to remove one more. Thank you. I like the way it looks. I hope it stays somewhat comfortable, though. Alright, put an attack for one, played in a Johnny. I'm yet to draw lands. Green Sun gets Dried Arbor. Ending's 2 mana. What should I go? Should I try and get a Johnny? And probably get wrecked. I mean, what else am I gonna do? Could say go was binding mana up. Could just go. No, killing Bowmaster seems bad. Alright, let's try and kill a Johnny. Flip it so it's a wristwatch? I don't understand. You also have bad arm structure for watches. I have similar arms and watchers never fit me well. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I just have like too thin or like bone that sticks out in the weird spots. I mean, maybe honestly. Maybe I'll just have to give it to like my brother or my nephew. XDD business, XD business, extra business for 60 months of chatting. Alright, they have a Charms flip a Johnny. And I guess that's 4 cards in the yard. I'll get a Dried Arbor, I guess. It's not very exciting, but might be better than nothing. Also, I should probably just attack that Johnny, right? Well, that gives them the 5th card guaranteed. Or Flage. I don't know. I'm in trouble this game. Missing that land drop was rough. Alright, while they wreck me, I'm gonna go get myself some coffee. Maybe for my daily coffee. After my daily coffee life. Alright. Flage, no cards in hand. And I have no energy. Bonjour, Adam. Also, Adam plays. I feel like I haven't seen an Adam plays in chat in a while. Can we get some Adon cheese? Thoughts on Adon cheese? I'm at 4. I can wipe their creatures. Or I can play a Omnath and get pinged. I mean, if they never draw another spell, I might win. No Adon plays in chat. Relatable, what? If I never draw another spell, that might win. It's the only way you ever win at Magic. Open just draws all lands or no lands. Alright, you buy in a Johnny. To even Rab Disguise for 0. I feel like I should just Omnath. I roll a bit. Yeah, fetch plus push. Damn, their card in hand is push. I got greedy. I feel like Adam would score very highly at the... Why did Bend Nightmare? How'd you bend Nightmare there? It's a nightmare best possible. Hmm. Maybe I should have played the land in case I draw Omnath. They're probably just going to pump and put me down to 1. Playing the Omnath was so greedy. I should have just Wrath plus Binding. I mean, I guess I can do it next turn. It would have been really good if their last card in hand wasn't exactly Fatal Push. To be fair, I wasn't even really paying attention to the fact that if fetch land and play and whatnot. They should like, oh, maybe they're out of Surveil Land. Probably it. Yeah, I'm kind of getting punished for my silly lines. I might actually win that game if I played differently. And be able to actually fetch for a Omnath here. They kept on top when I'm at 1. XDD. Literally every card in their deck kills me. Bowmaster, Flage. Yeah. Well, that was poorly played. I think you just don't sideboard in these matchups. Nightmare is all scary, I guess, but so be it. I guess they don't have a lot of sideboarding to do either. Alright, I've Dryad as one of my lands, so I can't get it with Green Sun. Feels like this hand's kind of a built-in mulligan. But Discharge Binding is nice. Might still be better than average 6-card hand. 6-card hand. What would you score highly on? Some game, I don't know, some game name I came up with yesterday. It's like how big your ego is. Adam's like, my ego's not big, it's just perfectly correlated to how smart I am. Perfectly appropriate. You still play a lot of Hollow Knight? Are you still involved in stuff in the community, or are you kind of off it? Too busy IRL? Yeah, I mean, I just gotta keep plans at this point. I mean, I always said I'd rather have a Wrenn and Six, but Binding or Discharge? And surely Binding is a better card. Also, I get the 2 energy in stock, which is nice. What Silk Song? Alright, how badly do I need to scry here? 1 mana Binding is nice, but might not be essential. I think scry's too good. Finding a Wren's too good. I'm gonna do a Lush Portico. Endurance. Oops, all Green Sun Zenith. It's a follow-up that they invented the title for, but will never be released. Oh, Silk Song is just Hollow Knight 2. Hollow Knight sequel. Dude, are you kidding me? Come on. I think the Green Suns have been good. I've gotten Dryad Arbor turn 1 a lot with this build. The fact that you don't have 1 and 2s just incentivizes you to just Green Sun for Arbor, and Green Sun Arbor into Risen Reef has been solid for me. All right. I guess we hit the good side of variance yesterday was the league. And today it's just like catastrophe. Makes sense. Like Omnath's probably a little higher variance. It was my experience playing Omnath. It was different though, but it was like I felt like the deck was good, but it was rough when people had their best possible draws and a little more variance, but maybe Green Sun's just not it. Green Sun for Oof is not even that exciting against most people. You just play it like more mid-range. But then you lose your like turn 2 Risen Reef draws. That was like really good for me in some matchups. Grab Disguise would still be decent here. Full House. Could play like maybe Force Grab Disguise. Could have something for Flage too. Do you like Meltdown in the sideboards? Nah, Meltdown doesn't really help against it's not very good against Breach. And even against the artifact deck, it's like not that impressive. Because they have Emery, Flip to Mio, like maybe they cast a Cannoneer. I don't know. I mean, it's good in these matchups, but alright, white black. Need to worry about Philia into something. Can't do much about it though. So I'll just get a Parlor, try and hit Wrenn and Six or Green Sun Zenith. Do I want a Green Sun Zenith for 1 when I have Wrath Disguise and Risen Reef? Not really. Blue red. Alright, hopefully they don't have overlords. Nice. Oh yeah, they get to blink it and pump the Filio. Does add up a bit. Binding on Filia is not the like binding's pretty bad in this matchup. But binding on Filia is pretty reasonable. Because Filia doesn't have a come into play effect. That being said, I'm still just gonna play my Risen Reef. And hope to hit a land. I will say I was running pretty good yesterday. It was a Risen Reef. I think I hit land on my turn 3 Risen Reef almost always. Or sometimes it was even turn 2 Risen Reef of Green Sun. That's definitely a big deal. I only have 2 basics. That's going to be both my basics. I do get to Wrath Disguise and keep my Risen Reef. Oh, nasty. Wrath Disguise nice against Ephemerate too. Oh, they have Ephemerate. Okay, they didn't go for it. It looks like they considered it. But maybe they thought I had another one. Lag? A lag be gone? Alright, hopefully they don't have another White Orchid Phantom. Solitude. They must have Ephemerate. Because they had the tank, man. If they had just if they couldn't really know, I guess, but if they had the Ephemerate White Orchid, I'd probably just lose this game. Not sure, but I would have been in big trouble. Alright, that's not too bad. I mean, they use free cards. I get double trigger. I have 8 cards. Is it worth it? Probably worth it. Alright, I'm silly. I was gonna do it in their upkeep, but that kind of defeats the purpose of not discarding 2 hand size. I am at 10, I guess. I'll get rid of Binding. Oh, I have 2 Rev Disguise. Maybe getting rid of Binding was not the play here. No, I'm pretty sure they had it, Hummingbird. They thought about it, and looks like they had it. I think it can't blink lands. It would have been so good if you could blink lands. Alright, Risen Reef. Could even wait till I draw a fetch land and just get Nissa. Alright, I'm just gonna get Risen Reef. This is a spot where Green Sun's pretty nice. If I'd run random Nissa without a fetch land, it would be a brick. I also like red density to get the reshuffle back in these spots is pretty nice. Alright, so this matchup, I think you just want Consign for bindings, basically. Boseiju is also pretty good. Because of the Overlord is scary, is what it looked like when we played the matchup yesterday. I think Endurance doesn't do much. I think someone in Spike's stream was asking if Graveyard Hate is good against the white-black deck, and it's not that great. Like, Rest in Peace is okay if you don't care about your graveyard. And then, like, I guess Black Spell Bomb is kind of okay to reset, but it's really not that effective. Like, Rest in Peace is kind of like in the Enchantress deck, for instance. Like, Rest in Peace, you don't care about your graveyard. It fits well in your deck, etc. Alright, what do I want to cut? Endings, I just trim ending. Like, sorcery speed removal is bad because their scariest stuff is like Philia and Endurance is a lot better than it looks like. Oh, it does the chum block? Just the like, you think so? Just a blocker? Maybe, yeah. Flash blocker. They have push and Solitude. But yeah. Some still all slow and not very exciting. But yeah, they're probably not gonna play around it. Let's see if I can get them with Consign this game. Ether Vial. I want to get Dried Arbor. Question is, get Temple Garden. That's a lot of white green lands. Kind of bad if I ever draw Omnath. And I can't get blue reds. Just get Breeding Pool and white shreds. I don't have much to ramp into right now. Another Green Sun, but just keep them busy. Use my mana. Next turn I can maybe like get Sacred Foundry, have Consign mana up for some of their combo stuff. White Orc is pretty scary this game. I drew my one of my two basics. Witch Chanter and Solitude. I might just get Solitude and Solitude my Dryad here, just to slow me down. Hope I get them. Hope if they have like next turn Flicker Wisp Overlord, that's probably like GG. I haven't gotten to do that yet. It would be sweet though. Flicker Wisp, Flicker Wisp, Flicker Wisp, Flicker Wisp. Probably gonna die to like 3-1 flying. Emperor of Bones? Them bones? That's not good. Even play Risen Reef here. Feels like I'm just helping them out. Let's take the turn off, do Lush Portico. Discharge, no energy. Discharge pretty bad if they just have another black source. I think Discharge, not what I want right now, but I could be wrong. You think Consign's good against low-level players, not great if one knows to play around it? Can they afford to? I feel like I've played that deck a bunch and my draws just dictated that I had to go for it, and if they had it, I was just screwed. I don't know. Maybe you've played more than me, but if I tap out for Risen Reef, I don't have blue mana. Could just play Temple Garden tab. They're not doing a ton. I can just Boseiju the Overlord. Do I need to get rid right away? I could wait a turn. Then they can ephemerate it. It's better to use my mana now, even if I'm giving them... It's pretty rough. I'm giving them Surveil land here. White-black Surveil land. Pretty solid. Ooh, Wrap Disguise. I just Wrap Disguise for one creature, right? Probably worth it. Just gotta hope for no, like, hard cast Overlords. They kept on top. They might have kept the mana on top. Another Emperor. Oh, they can Emperor Overlord. Alright, how does it work? Can Consign get the trigger? And then they don't get it again, or... Let's see. Oh, they're not going for it. I have actually no idea how this works. I'm hoping it completely negates it, like they get the counters go on. I counter the... I feel like I can probably counter it, and then it will be adapted, and this is what I want to counter, right? And now it's adapted, and they can't use the ability anymore. Yep. Pretty good. Okay, I can live with that. I can play around it with 4 mana open. No, they can't, right? But it's still resolved. They already had the counter. I want to keep the fetch land. I have a surveillance left. I have the white red surveillance left. Yeah, Vian. I was thinking of it the same thing. Hmm. Alright, another Solitude. Ephemerate might be nasty. That's what you said. You said if they waited to have 4 mana, my play would have not worked. I believe is what you said. Alright, I'm gonna wait their upkeep. Because I think it's a little worse, less worse for me if they ephemerate in their upkeep. Okay, I could draw some red removal spell. Elesh Norn. Yeah, Elesh Norn is kind of a nuclear option if you want something good in the matchup. Elesh Norn's like reasonable in the meta. Alright, because if I had Solitude on my turn, they would have gotten to like get rid of my Solitude now too. Now I might break their ephemerates. Oh, okay, hummingbirds. I don't exactly know what you're saying, but I believe you. It's fine. Alright, I guess I should wait till they target. Since they could have just another Solitude in hand. Vian is not sold. Vian's giving you a tough time. Alright, they need Black Overlords. Not much else that does enough at this point. Oh, Emperor of Bones too. Pretty decent. No, not even. There's nothing good in the yards. Let's not get that Triome. Oh, I have Boseiju in the yards. Never mind. Land in play. No. Get back Boseiju. Getting back Boseiju is a pretty big deal. What do I have to do for that? Do I have to make it like an emote, a stream emote, or a channel Lena egg? Okay. I need a list of like all the things you want me to do. Oh, they have Solitude. Okay. Oh, we might have a game. Ephemerate would be solid for them. Change my stuff. Yeah, you've asked me like 20 times. It would take me. I think I tried recently, and I think I just didn't have the proper formats for the emotes. And for some, like I feel like, I mean, I don't think it's a feeling. I think it's a fact. Like a lot of these websites I used to use that are free, more and more of them are becoming not free. Sometimes I just give up. What's the deal here? Just attack. Trade was a witch. And then double ping Solitude, maybe? What format am I enjoying the most currently? I've been enjoying every format I've played. Modern, I'm sure I would be enjoying Standards. The new set's about to drop. Modern's been really fun. I've been playing pretty much only Modern past months. Standard's been one of the best ever. Standard's just always good, honestly. Standard's just low-key, almost always good and fun. Uh-oh. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Varus_Dren, and welcome to another stream of me playing Omnath. I'm your host, Yellow Hat, and I actually haven't timed out yet with Omnath. Oh, this is game 2 though, right? I'm up a game? I am. Just farming the O2 brackets. Welcome to another stream of me farming the O2 brackets. Blue-black playable and standard must be a great format. It's not blue-black control though. Sag. Or is it? Alright, I got Ophelia. Am I supposed to ping recruiters or get back lands? Am I pre-modern Enjoyed? I mean, I don't play the format, but I think I would be if I did. I actually built a bunch of pre-modern decks a few years ago, but just never played with them. Not sure how good of a format it is if Mengu just wins was replenished, though. Replenish, not the most fun deck. I remember, from what I remember, playing against it a lot in standards. Just getting all your permanents, parallax tied and waved, and kind of hard to interact with, and you know. Both are Wrenn. You know, like format that never. Oh well, I guess I'll counter that trigger. I think I have nothing left to fetch besides basic planes. Dude, I drew the last. Ugh. One recruiter, two recruiter at this point. I guess it's. I guess I should have fetched for my basic planes, right? That's kind of silly. Pre-modern is 100% not a sold format despite being a closed format. Doesn't Mengu win every turn he plays in? Was blue-white replenish? It might be balanced. It might just have randomly be a balanced format and then there's counters to whatever decks are goods. I guess I will get rid of Ether Vial now. I don't think they have a. Maybe I should have done that like a couple turns ago. Didn't shoot. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. And as always, I appreciate the support. All right, I do have that Triumph left. Oh, interrupter. Okay, it's fine. think you forgot all XDD time fastest in that sentence, Rhino. The medium beatdowns. Worse than a grizzly bear. Alright, do I want to... Oh, I have Titania, right? Let's do this first. Clock. We're up a game. We have time. We're not even like past 2/3 of our time yet. And the game's about to end unless they top deck. Okay, let's play fetch first. And then let's green sun for Titania. As that was a reason to play extra fetch lands. For when I play Titania, I get to make a lot of tokens. I should have had like a land or two extra in play. Maybe a lead was fetch land here. This way I can surveil according to what they do. Or do you just play Parlor? Man, we get these kind of soy sauce flavored cashews. Are so addicting. I'm not even really allowed to get them every time because or else Liz eats too many. She doesn't want me to get them. Like tamarind. Yeah, King would have put everyone in their place. Wasabi cashews. Yeah, that sounds good too. I've tried making my own wasabi almonds and stuff. Or even sauce, like it's like not easy to make it properly. I never really quite get it right. Tried making wasabi almonds to track down King. Public. I'm not even sure. Does anyone know like King in real life? I mean, wasn't King just like an extension of the AI? For all we know, like, wasn't King a PhD student in climate? I think it's something like that. Some kind of PhD. I don't remember what. They're mulliganing, so they're here. Maybe they just have a really close decision. Or maybe they fell asleep between mulligans. Or decided they needed a sandwich between mulligans. Or remember that something on the stove in between mulligans. What did we lose to? Everything. We lost to Breach, and we lost to Mardu Energy. And then we beat White Black Blink. I think I ran a little cold though. I'm not saying I should have, these matchups are good or what, or the deck is great, but I think I definitely got outdrawn a bit. So what do we say? Oh, they revealed Devourer of Destiny. Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'll just assume I'm playing against Eldrazi Ramp. It is kind of cool. We ran the gauntlet, literally. Breach, Energy, White, Black, Blank, and Ram, the four most played decks. That's what's nice about the prelim. When you're testing. Like leagues, who knows what you're going to get paired against. I mean, you play against reasonable decks in leagues, but MTGO is a bit silly. You do feed the same 5-6 decks all the time. I mean, that's just people trying to win. You're playing competitive leagues. 5 or 6 like top decks is kind of a lot. Like people feel like they have 5-6 decks they can win with. It's not that bad. I don't know why you want. You want like 15 different like, especially right after we get like big tournaments and there's actually data about which decks are doing well and stuff. Unavoidable. It's literally the same in every, I don't know. Like same thing, people complaining in that the NBA is just too much 3-point shooting. It's just teams trying to play the best way that the science says. Just the world we live in with internet and stuff, that stuff gets solved faster, and That's convergent stuff. Just unrealistic to expect anything else. Did you review the funny Japanese standard tournament deck results yet? We're going through it. But I mean, it was a paper tournament, right? They probably just didn't have time to get cards. Meta is too polarized. I think besides Eldrazi ramp, where you have to like have a lot of targeted cards because or else it's too good of a deck, meta's fine. Like the fact Modern has all these versatile cards, which means that you don't have to have too many sideboard cards for most of the matchups, which is nice. So you can, like, it used to be that Modern, you had to like make choices and you wish you had like 20 or 25 sideboard cards because there was a bunch of linear broken strats or powerful strats, and you needed Stony, you needed Rest in Peace, you needed like anti-combo stuff, like a bunch of counters and stuff. I don't know. I think it's not. It doesn't like it lets you. You don't have to bail your decks in crazy ways and be extreme in the way you build your decks to fight the top decks. I think people just box themselves into meta decks and not testing underplayed cards. I mean, maybe to some extent, but when you see how good the most played decks are, seems unlikely there's a ton we're missing. Most decks basically split their side between Breach and Ram. This is exactly okay in my opinion, but to each their own. Thing is, these cards are very versatile. Like, Consign's good against Breach and the white-black deck. Land Destruction's good against Titan. You can bring in, like I was bringing these cards against Mill. Endurance pretty versatile. Force of Vigor is pretty versatile. It's just that we have better sideboard options now than we had like before all the Modern Horizon sets and stuff. Also, like, you know, I mean, this deck's just all the cards are pretty fine against energy. So usually most decks don't have to sideboard too much against energy because of what energy does, and you know, I disagree with your point. Emma. Yeah, I think they're gonna ban Breach. I agree. It's pretty clear at this point. Unless there's some, I'm not even sure how many RCs are left. Unless like something drastic happens in the last few RCs, but this seems so unlikely. Breach is a nice ban too. People, I don't think people will be upset, but Breach getting banned. I wonder if there's a red prison deck in Modern with the Sol lands. I know Spike's been playing a lot of Eldrazi decks. He just puts Temple and Kozilek's Command in every color combo. Omnath isn't exactly most decks. Yeah, but I mean, like, that blue-white artifact deck's kind of the same thing. You don't need a ton against energy. Usually you're, just because of the nature of the energy deck, most people's main deck's going to be decent against energy, and then you have to account for like combo and ramp in your sideboards. Like blue-black's probably the same way. I think a lot of decks are like gonna be, most of their cards are gonna do something against energy, and then they need, you know, just because of the way ramp and breach and a few other decks function like Belcher, you need some cards that are more specific. But the fact that Consign is a card, you know, it's like Belcher, white black if you want to, Eldrazi, I don't know. Damping Sphere is pretty versatile, I guess. Spotlight series is mid-March. Is that after or before the next ban? Is that before? I don't think they're going to ban Mox Opal. Was Breach banned? Sideboard will look different? Well, maybe the other graveyard decks, you'll still need like the graveyard hate. Alright, should I get the Surveillance so I can go Binding plus? Not the surveil lands. Like, would I rather have surveil or rather be able to play binding plus Wrenn next turn, basically? I guess surveil will still be good down the line. Green Sun. Which one should I get? This one taps for colorless, but I already have dubs colorless. I have binding, I have ending. Oh, I have Rab Disguise. Rab Disguise for 1. Oh, I almost played the wrong fetch land. Guess it's kind of hard to play the wrong fetch land this early in the game. Yeah, it's true. If we top deck another ending, it's nice to keep the 1 mana spell in play. When they hit, they got another temple, so next turn they have 7 mana, 8 mana. Nice. Alright. Let's get a Risen Reef, I guess. Try and snowball. I could wait and stuff, but I think just try and snowball is nice. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. And then fetch or ping a spawn. Probably close. First time chatter. Hello Gabriel, je me souviens d'articles sur le lotus noir signé de ta plume ou parlant de tes perfs il y a fort longtemps. Ah, salut Ovid, bienvenue. N'hésite pas si t'as des questions, je stream en anglais, mais si t'as des questions en français ou autre. Lotus Noir, yeah, Lotus Noir Black Lotus, it was the name of the Magic magazine. I think it's... Does it still exist? I know it existed not that long ago still. I'm sure it still exists. Maybe online form? Alright. Let's see. Can we pop off here somehow? Double Reef is a good start. We're not like super good at killing reefs. They have 8 mana, they're 1 short of Emrakul. They're on a Solitude to make a spawn now. Probably kind of bad. I guess I can wait. I don't really care if my Wrenn goes down to 1, I think. Another one? The exile part's pretty obnoxious. Oh. I probably want the trigger, right? It's the extra trigger. Probably worth. Lag be gone. I think I'm gonna have a lot of cards to work with. Next turn is gonna be nice. Nissa into fetch was a Risen Reef in play. Oh, I'm doing good on time too. We spend so much time. Oops. I'll blame the lag. Okay, let's get Nissa. Endurance might be good at some point too. What do I have left on tap? I have at least basic planes. Plains or Temple Garden? What should I add? Blue, maybe? Let's try and high roll, I guess. Hopefully this is not spewy. It's kind of nice if I hit a land. I get to cast Green Sun Zenith. This is not as good as I thought it was going to be. Fine, I guess. Well, I guess now I lose to Emrakul. I felt like I wanted to get rid of that 6/6 anyways. Oh, they hit an Emrakul. Oh, they're one short. They're still one short. I think they're still one short. Oh, we spawn. Okay. Emrakul, yeah, I have Endurance in the deck. I think I'm gonna be fine. I think Nissa plus Risen Reef and stuff's gonna be good. Is it a Risen Reef? Surely, right? Over Omnath. I guess I could have just gotten Endurance. Let's greed a bit. Let's make white mana. What do I have left? I have at least a Steam Vents? No. I have Temple Garden. Drew a Omnath and a Breeding Pool. I want to be able to Rav the Skies for 1 and try and hit Endurance. I have 4 card types. I'd have Woodland too. I can just Woodland and attack me, but I have Solitude for that. I think I can just get this, right? Yeah, good, that's Rav the Skies. Discharge, no thanks. It's funny that Rav the Skies for 1's just so clutch here. Lose my Dried Arbor, but so be it. Let's get it back just in case. All right, I think we're good, right? 5 card type. Oh, not F. Oh, they can cast it. I can cast it, but I can kill it. We'll see. They might just be able to like draw, like do enough damage. Probably want to exile Rav the Skies. Okay. Not too scary. I mean, ending's probably going to be a little annoying. Also, they're just going to time out, just playing my turn. Good luck. Why did I get Reap over Endurance? I thought I was going to be good. I was trying to high roll. I was trying to go for highest impact. I was hoping I would just hit the Endurance of Risen Reef or of Nissa. That's pretty good. Then they can fetch. There's untapped green. I messed up. They should have fetched untapped green and because green sun for 0 probably. I think. Alright, I have at least a breeding pool left. They don't have another Emrakul. I feel like I should be okay. Do I need to shock? I have a Risen Reef left I can get. And then I kind of want to get that Endurance, I guess. I have Breeding Pool and Temple Garden. I mean, I guess I could just get Endurance now. I guess I have to. Wait, do I have the mana? Titania gets me back 1 land. Yeah, I guess I can't play Titania this turn, right? Just way too greedy. Also just, I'll let she die if I do it. Alright, that's not great getting untapped Temple Garden here. I'll lose. Very loose. I can't even high roll Titania. There's no high rolling. There's nothing I can. It's not like Titania's drawing me cards here. I'll literally just die if I do that, right? The turn would land into Emrakul and kill me. Gourgandine? Yeah, sure. I've never even heard that word before. T'es trop. Vacances scolaires, c'est ouvert. 1 semaine Mimoun, 2 semaines Omnisport. Ok, bref, j'ai mardi, mercredi et jeudi soir enseigné pour avoir toujours du monde. Je peux combler avec des UV. I didn't understand. Oh, why did they do World Breaker one of my lands? Rude. Rude. Let's try not time out. Catch 39. Let's just say go, I guess. Might lose this game because I don't have the second endurance. All I need to do is not fall behind on time, and I don't think they'll be able to win. What am I hoping for here? Binding would be pretty good. Oh yeah, Solitude. That works. Also, I might be able to ultimate Wrenn, I guess. I guess Fetch still does stuff this game. Just makes another 5 free every time. Wait, why did jump Omnath over killing a 5 free? Oh, Kozilek's return. Celeste. Obnoxious. It's kind of nice Titania still makes tokens, even when you're out of lands. So this can be a 4/5. I haven't drawn a Kozilek's coming in yet. Kozilek's coming in might just be game. Kozilek's coming into Emrakul. Maybe not. And they're gonna lose more time. feel like I go 2-2 in every prelim. Just stone average player. How much damage is that? Oh, that's exactly 27. I guess if they surveil into a command, they can turn woodland into a creature. Now it's XDD time. Finally, XDD time. Rav the Skies can at least be trimmed. I think Solitude's pretty bad in high number. I'm not even sure you want more than one, to be honest. Just maybe having access to one is good. Ending is good. Being able to green sun for Dryad is good. Discharge for Karn. Is Discharge good? It's close. Probably the first Discharge, the first Rev the Sky is okay. Ephemerate's maybe all greedy. And then Binding. Binding's probably kind of whatever. Could also trim some Omnaths. Alright, let's try this. All my good cards. I could get Steam Vents. In Surveillant we trust. Would anyone ever keep that? Alright, let's wait, not spend too much time. I'm actually only 2 minutes ahead. Okay, that's good. Land ending. So get rid of one of the lands. Maybe get rid of Steam Vents. Does that make sense? Blue-white. I don't have blue-white in my deck. Maybe just get rid of Boseiju because I have 4. Alright, a minute and a half ahead. Let's see if I can keep it that way. Oh, I'm silly. I could have played Steam Vents turn 1. Whoops. Okay, it actually didn't do anything with their mana. Oh, they're gonna have a command. Yeah. No thanks. Dude, it was unticked. Alright, no surveil for me. I guess. Remove the talisman? Huh? No. What about Boseiju? Especially when they have a fetch. Worldbreaker or Devourer? Which one would I rather have in hand? Not sure. Could be good if my Nissa lives. Oh. Interesting. Can Nissa fetch get the talisman? It does slow them down. I see Charmaw slows them on. I mean, we know they have nothing that costs 6 right now. I'll greed. Be the biggest greedster ever. Like, even if they rip and make a spawn and they can cast it, it's not the end of the world. Or if they go Temple World Breaker, it's not the end of the world. $10 advantage to nothing. I don't know. Are you new to the stream? It is true. I didn't realize. To be fair, they did like literally cause themselves the last game by playing too fast. What a joke. What's a joke? Oh, looks like opponent's being all salty. Sorry, opponent. Do they expect people not to have like hate for ramp? I mean, you gotta expect your lives gonna be hell in the sideboard games if you're playing ramp. Punin was like, what's that? I thought we said no counter spells, no land destruction, no discards. I see you're one of these dishonorable players who rely on vile tactics. I violated the rule 0. What's the rule 0 already? I forget every time. My bad.